Inside room 912, the concierge found a diary listing names from 3 separate missing persons cases, most crossed out. But no one knows who checked out. The Grand Meridian Hotel sits on a bustling avenue in Chicago, with its polished marble lobby and the promise of discretion. Room 912, perched high above the city, is nondescript. Tasteful browns, clean sheets, a single window gazing down upon blinking neon. But in April 2022, the staff found something chilling tucked by the bedside. A battered, leather-bound diary, filled cover to cover in tight, hurried cursive. Housekeeper Marisol Vega, working the morning shift, noticed the diary only after a strange, musty scent led her to the nightstand.
I almost tossed it.
She later told police.
But the first line read, "If you find this, call Detective Ramirez, 32nd Precinct."
What she didn't realize was that this diary was about to explode. 3 cold cases wide open. The name Eden Price kept popping up, a 27-year-old missing since February. Local media had followed her disappearance closely. Eden was last seen leaving a bar mere blocks from the Meridian, captured by security camera in her trademark blue raincoat. Her parents had launched a desperate social media campaign, flooding forums and news outlets with pleas. For months, detectives had come up empty. Until now. The diary, dated from late February through mid-April, described Eden's nights inside room 912. She chronicled strange phone calls. He calls himself Gray, always after midnight. Slipped receipts for meals, each carefully annotated. Chicken soup, table 4. Server wore silver pin. And made cryptic references to another one gone, and they never check the fire stairs. One page was scorched, as if a cigarette had been stubbed out mid-thought. Detective Sofia Ramirez, just 30, sharp-eyed, often mocked by rivals as the rookie, took possession of the diary. She quickly found at least 3 other names scribbled in the margin. Lainey Brown, Samuel Kessler, and Paul S., each with dates and short, unnerving notes. Dinner, disappeared. Lobby talk, nervous. Badge under jacket. 2 of these had been open missing person cases. The third, Paul S., was presumed dead after vanishing during a business trip, his luggage never found. As the hours ticked on, news spread through the Meridian's dim hallways. The staff, many of whom had worked the night Eden vanished, began to recall odd incidents. Frantic phone calls, a knock on the fire escape door, someone slipping a keycard at the desk just past midnight. At a staff meeting, manager Colin Witt asked, "Anyone see who checked out of 912? No one raised a hand. Rain drizzled as Detective Ramirez assembled her team, ready to pick apart the tangled lines and frantic underlines of one hotel guest's diary. But for now, the only evidence was contained inside battered pages and whispers echoing through carpeted halls.
Detective Ramirez spent hours poring over the diary, each entry a puzzle piece, each crossed-out name a potential clue. The first major discovery, Eden Price hadn't been the only tenant of room 912 during those crucial months. Receipts tucked in the book showed 3 different handwriting samples. The cleaning staff corroborated this. Sometimes there'd be 2 toothbrushes, sometimes just 1, Marisol recalled. Always the room smelled like cigarette smoke, even when forbidden. Midway through the diary, an entry shook Ramirez. Laney's voice, crying next door. Gray said, "Quiet or they'll know." Walked the hallway, but nobody looked up. Lainey Brown, missing since March 6th, had disappeared under similar circumstances. A solo work trip, checked in under her maiden name. No one had realized Eden and Laney had overlapping reservations. Ramirez paused, reflecting on how easy it was to miss the ordinary in the extraordinary, how a busy hotel staff could forget the fleeting comings and goings of the lost. The diary thickened with tension. Eden described a hallway argument, mentions of fire stairs, and a warning, never trust the night manager. Staff records revealed overnight security rotas were shifted several times that spring. A concealed camera, installed for a separate theft investigation, had caught a figure in a blue coat leading someone out a side door at 3:15 a.m., the morning after Eden's final entry. News broke online. Diary links, missing guests at Grand Meridian. The comment section boiled. Some claimed the hotel had always been odd. Others swore by rumors about a staff member nicknamed Gray, rarely seen but often blamed for lost luggage. Ramirez received anonymous calls. One former guest sent a photo from 2021. Same room, same diary, visible on the nightstand. Was it possible the diary had been planted? Records from Paul S.'s company showed he'd logged into the hotel Wi-Fi from room 912 on the date he vanished. A note in the diary read, Paul, briefcase, badge, said goodbye. The badge matched one missing from Samuel Kessler's effects. Ramirez mapped out a diagram. 5 cases, all interlocked by the diary, some by staff movements, others by forgotten shared dinners. At staff interview number 4, Witt, the manager, confessed, we lost keycard logs for April. System crash. But guests always called the desk when they felt strange. I logged Eden at 1:04 a.m. She said, Gray is knocking. Nobody took it seriously. Ramirez, the rookie dubbed the Kid, felt a cold dread. The deeper she dug, the more the diary seemed less a record and more an invitation. The last entry read, if you're reading this, ask about room 912's fire stairs. But hurry. Ramirez ordered a sweep of room 912 and the adjacent maintenance loft. The fire stairs were not as innocuous as assumed, hidden behind a taped-over access panel, a discarded key card, and what appeared to be makeup wipes. Fingerprint analysis would take weeks, but under the panel, detectives found a second notebook, neater, less frantic. This notebook had lists, dates, initials, a coded system matching police case files. In a back pocket, 3 guest lanyards, each corresponding to missing persons. A final page held a single sentence. Gray only stays for 3 nights, then checks out. Interviews with staff revealed Gray was a real temp worker, Gregson Wright, hired for night security coverage and dismissed after a guest accusation in April. His record flagged him for harassment, but no links to violence. Ramirez's team discovered Wright had booked room 910 for 3 nights, always overlapping with the victim's stays. Building maintenance logs showed unauthorized access to the fire stairs on those same nights. Ramirez paused. The evidence was circumstantial, but overwhelming in pattern. CCTV caught Wright leaving room 912's corridor at 3:17 a.m., right after Eden's final diary entry. The hotel's old keycard system glitched that spring. Logs vanished, but overlapping guest schedules and staff records painted a damning timeline. The twist came when Paul S.'s employer, tracking missing expense reports, spotted a receipt for emergency dry cleaning, blood stain, billed to room 912, 2 days after his disappearance. No bodies were ever found, but dry cleaner logs showed the same blue raincoat, dropped off and never claimed. Wright was apprehended in Milwaukee in late 2023, living under an alias. A stack of hotel diaries was discovered in his storage unit, each marked room 912, each with crossed-out names. In court, his defense claimed, the hotel encouraged notes, not crimes. The diaries became evidence, linking him to 5 other disappearances across 3 states, all involving nights at different branches of the Meridian. Justice was complicated. No direct confessions, no recovered victims. But for Ramirez, the frantic notes and interconnected details in that battered diary gave families closure and led to industry-wide chains re-examining their security practices. The Meridian chain revamped protocols. Rigorous staff checks, new security systems, and a hotline for concerned guests. Families received updates, not the answers they craved, but a measure of closure. Online, the case stirred debate. Are hotels truly safe havens? Or can one person's written trauma expose the frailty of our public spaces? Would you have noticed a diary like Eden's, or would you dismiss it as just another forgotten belonging? Sometimes the most profound mysteries wait in plain sight for someone willing to listen and act.
Don't forget to subscribe to Real Mystery Reports for more strange, dark, and profoundly human stories. New true mysteries every day.